Right, so about social media marketing, what exactly about social media marketing would you be referring to? I mean, because social media marketing has become so broad over the years, things have changed, and as we speak, they are quite, okay, if this would be specific to Talabat, I would tell you, yes, they do. I would have to show you over here, let's say, Talabat, Facebook, and let me show you, I mean, they really are doing a great job when it comes to absolutely. So that's Talabat, and they've kept a generic page for the whole of the region. So let's go through this. This is one of the posts, and it's irrelevant, but yes, we do have a dust storm here in Bahrain as well, and all of the regions. So uh, that is completely irrelevant to this. But if you talk about it, yes, they do a very good job. So they keep their posts very specific, and they keep it up to date with things that is happening at a local level. So all of their posts, if you see, they do have a clear link. So this is something which is targeted at Saudi, and I'm pretty sure this link is going to take them directly to the menu for the restaurant, Joju. And if you had to ask me to analyze their posts and social media strategy, well, they're doing a good job in terms of their posts because they do have a regular engagement activity, but it is more of a one-way kind of communication, I would say, from my point of view, because being on social media is definitely, I mean, you're going to advertise, you're going to promote the things that you sell because that is your primary objective. But apart from that, you really have to create an engagement platform. I mean, if you look at it over here, all they have been talking about is the restaurants they have tie-ups with and that they deliver. But what if they turn things around and put questions to the users? Wouldn't that be better? I would say that is definitely the way to go, when you really have to ask in questions to the users. So in terms of the posts, they're doing a good job, but it isn't definitely outstanding. But being Talabat, being famous in the region, they do have their fan base and engagement rate that goes in at a very constant level. Strategy-wise, I haven't really seen a really big strategy in here because it's mostly them talking to the audience. Customer service-wise, I really wouldn't be able to say on that much because I haven't watched as to how good are they with the customer service point of things. Okay, if they had to do their social media way better, this question, right? This question was something that I was expecting, and I'll tell you, they do have a lot of things that they could do in order to, make it a little more fun, make it engaging, rather than you just selling things. They could have used customer testimonials because they collect a lot of that on their websites. Because I know every time we order through them, you do have these testimonial emails that you come in, you fill in a little survey, which they could ideally utilize on the social media front. But this is something that they haven't probably really considered. But yes, I mean, I can give you a very good example because I remember the time while I was in Mumbai, probably this was a couple of years ago when Zomato had just kicked in. I think Zomato had just come into India, and Zomato was not very popular back then. But Zomato, right now, I tell you, they're doing an amazing job. In fact, if you see the kind of infographics and things like that, sure is. I really think, yeah, Joseph was referring to the customer testimonials, because being a service provider, I'm sure that they do collect a lot of testimonials. It's all about how well you brand it and how well you can put it across. Absolutely, absolutely, Joseph. That's a fabulous point. I tell you, I mean, they could actually adapt to the things that's happening at a national level or at a regional or international level. This is something that they could ideally use. So, Joseph, I would actually take you through something Zomato. Zomato, I think they're doing a great job because they would come into almost the same kind of industry. And if you see the kind of artworks and engagement level that they do have, it's brilliant. Like, I mean, who thinks of this? So they do really have a strategy. This is somebody with strategy indeed, rather than just being a one-way kind of communication. So Zomato, according to me, that would be the best comparison or who I would actually benchmark. I mean, I would say if Talabat had to pick up in terms of social media management, I would say they need to really look up to Zomato. They've made things fun. Yeah, they aren't really selling all the time, but you do see that very indirect, subtle way of selling things over here. But apart from that, they do a brilliant job. Look at that. So that's Zomato for you. So do we have any other questions in this regards? I mean, I'm open to it. I'm all ears. So